At the weekend, the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest happened in North America, and the results has definitely got a massive reaction in the community. Just looking at the video that I did post, where I did post the results on the channel, that video has got nearly 1,000 comments. Probably the results has got a massive reaction from the community, partly because of the results itself. Again, the least popular team won yet another Splatfest, and I did discuss whether the system itself should change in a separate video. So that probably sparked a bit of the reaction in the community, but the dialogue we got in the results, seriously, that was just so good. It was just really cool to see what they did with the relationship between Pearl and Marina, and we got to see Marina finally snapping. Marina is sick of losing Splatfest, and we got to see that in the results. And I think the dialogue that we did get in the results, I think that did spark a lot of the big reaction that we have seen in the community, and it has sparked off a lot of talk in the community about whether this will lead into something massive. It's like before the Squid versus Octopus Splatfest we got last month. Everybody thought that would affect the lore of the game, but it could turn out to be that the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest will affect the lore of the game. So what I want to do in this video is ask the question: is the dialogue we got in the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest, will it lead into anything big in terms of the lore of the game? I will be discussing the long-term possibilities in terms of the dialogue affecting Splatoon 3, and also I will be talking about the short-term possibilities in terms of the dialogue affecting Splatoon 2. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. But let's just get on with this video. Maybe Marina will get sick of losing the Splatfest, and her and Pearl will fall out, and it could lead into the events of the next game, Splatoon 3. We could see Marina fall out with Pearl, and we get to see the consequences of that in the next game. They could definitely go down so many cool routes with what they have set up with that dialogue we got in the results, and it has definitely got a lot of people excited, including myself. It definitely does feel like they are setting up something massive, and I just feel like it would be cool if we got to see this sort of tension between Pearl and Marina. We get to see that escalate as the Splatfest go on, but I guess that all depends on the results of those Splatfests that will be coming up. But now I'm starting to feel like that the final Splatfest that we will get in 2019, I'm starting to feel like it will be Pearl versus Marina. And who knows, if Marina does lose out on that Splatfest, then maybe what we saw with Callie in between the events of Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, maybe the same sort of thing will happen with Marina, and Marina and Pearl will fall out, and maybe Marina will sort of think, you know what, I don't want to be a part of Incopolis society anymore. I want to go back to the Octarians. You know what, DJ Octavio wasn't as bad as what I first thought, and maybe Marina could try to break DJ Octavio free from, you know, him being imprisoned in Octo Canyon. Maybe Marina will try to do that on her way back to Octarian society. So yeah, it's just definitely has sparked off a lot of thoughts and feelings in the community at this moment in time. And like what I have said before, I am definitely excited about the possibilities that Nintendo could go down with what they have set up with the dialogue that we got in the results for the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest. Maybe the sort of fallout in terms of maybe Marina and Pearl, maybe the tensions between the two will rise in the Splatfest that we will get in the future, and maybe we will see the fallout in Splatoon 2, and maybe Pearl and Marina, maybe they might not present the news anymore. Maybe you will get the Squid Sisters coming back and present the news. I know a lot of people would be a fan of that. Maybe Pearl and Marina, they would go their separate ways, and we get to see that relationship sort of develop in the third game. We get to see what happened to Pearl and Marina when they go their separate ways in Splatoon 2 in the next game. They could definitely go down so many cool routes with what they have set up with this dialogue. It has definitely got me excited, and I feel like it does sort of feel like that they are setting up something big in terms of the lore of the game. I kind of feel like Nintendo, they could do so many cool things with the lore of the game, with this sort of tension that they have set up. We get to see Pearl being a little bit more cocky when she does win the Splatfest. Maybe that will happen in the future. Maybe Marina, maybe her short temper will rise to the fore yet again, and maybe we will get to see the fallout from that in the future. But yeah, I kind of feel like the final Splatfest will be Pearl versus Marina now. I definitely do feel like that. I definitely do feel like that will be the final Splatfest. I don't think it will be the tournament idea that I did come up with. I definitely did really enjoy reading the dialogue that we did get in the results for the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest, and yeah, I kind of feel like they are setting up for what could happen with Splatoon 3. However far that will be in the future, like what I have said, I don't think Splatoon 3 will be happening anytime soon. I don't think Nintendo will do that. I just don't feel like it is close to happening, especially after having the Octo expansion DLC this year. Or who knows, maybe Nintendo could be setting up for a future DLC pack in Splatoon 2, and we get to see Pearl and Marina fall out before that DLC, and then in that DLC we get to see the results of Pearl and Marina falling out, and we get to see what happens to those two characters in the next DLC. Maybe that is what Nintendo could be possibly setting up in terms of the dialogue that we did get in the results for the latest Splatfest. I definitely feel like in terms of the lore of the game, they could definitely do so many more things with the lore. It's like Mr. Grizz, for example. We don't really know who he is or what happens to salmon run eggs after when we collect them. So that is another aspect of the lore that they could explore in a future DLC pack or in a Splatoon 3. However far that is in the future from happening, I definitely feel like they could go down so many cool routes with a future DLC or Splatoon 3. It's like in Splatoon 3 we could get to see Mr. Grizz, who he is. We get to see the person behind the radio. We get to see what happens to those salmon run eggs, as well as Pearl and Marina falling out, and we get to see the events after when Off the Hook split up. Maybe in Splatoon 3 Pearl calls for your help and you have to try and find Marina and bring her back to Inkopolis. Maybe the same sort of thing could happen with Marina as what happened with Callie in the second game. Maybe that could happen with a possible Splatoon 3 or another DLC for Splatoon 2. I would definitely love to see Nintendo explore that part of Off the Hook's relationship in the future. Maybe we do get to see Pearl and Marina fall out, and that would be really cool if we got to see the events after if they do fall out. But I guess the possibility of all of this stuff happening is up in the air at this moment in time. I definitely do agree with a large part of the community where, a lot of the people in the community are saying that it definitely does feel like that Nintendo are building up to something big in terms of the lore of the game and in terms of the relationship between Pearl and Marina. But I guess there is always a possibility. This is just for this Splatfest. The localization is sort of separate between North America, Europe and Japan. So what we have seen in the North American Splatfest, maybe we will not see happen in like Japan and Europe. So if this is going to happen, then basically the relationship will have to be the same across all regions. So maybe this is just a localization sort of thing, and this part of the relationship will only happen in the West and it will not happen in Japan. So maybe all of the stuff that I did talk about, like the possibilities that Nintendo could go down after putting in that dialogue, maybe all of that stuff will not happen just because that is just a localization translation, and basically Japan, they will have a sort of different relationship between Pearl and Marina. So yeah, I guess it's all up in the air. I would definitely like it if Nintendo did go down that route of Pearl and Marina falling out. But like what I said, this could just be localization for the latest Splatfest in North America, and it will not get brought up again in North America, and it will not get explored in other regions as well. I really hope that is wrong. I really hope Japan and Europe will get to see similar characteristics that we did see from Pearl and Marina in the latest Splatfest in North America. I'm hoping that will get spread across all regions and it would get made into lore as well. That would be really cool to see. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. Do you think Nintendo are possibly building up to something big after the dialogue that we did get in the results for the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest? Or maybe this is just dialogue for the Fork versus Spoon Splatfest and it will not get brought up again in the dialogue between Pearl and Marina. I really hope that is wrong. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That is pretty much it for this video, and I will see you in the next video that I do make.